Back at Campanelli? No, we're not back at Campanelli. I feel like we're at Campanelli because right beside me is the general manager of the Brockton Rox, Dave Eccles. We're actually at Wacona Park, headed to the top of the third inning, and we are scoreless. And first things first, let's congratulate Dave Eccles on the General Manager of the Year award.
Yeah,
wow.
Thanks very much, sir. Number 23. That's what I said when they gave me the call.
Is that right?
Wow.
Jake Daubert to lead things off for the Rox in this scoreless ball game, and this is an interesting subplot going in this ball game. Jake Daubert at the plate lines the first pitch. One hop by the shortstop Mateo, throw to first, not in time, and before I can even spit it out, Jake Daubert has set a Rox record, extending his hitting streak to 16 ball games. How hot has Daubert been during that stretch of 16 games? 28 hits now in 54 at-bats. He is hitting over 500 for 16 games.
That's incredible.
It is. And for the month of August, batting over 400. Back at Wacona Park, still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning.
Didn't mean to leave you by yourself there for that last out, Larry. Personal call. That was our owner, Van Schley, giving me a nice update on the New Jersey series, saying they blew a few opportunities to score some more runs, but still winning 2-1.
Very good.
And then applauding my color commentary. So if Van's listening, let's repeat General Manager of the Year again was...
Dave Eccles, what an outstanding job.
Thanks, Larry.
So the Rox were focused on the Elmira, New Jersey game. Yes, Brockton could still win the North Division if they won their last 3 games against Berkshire, and Quebec lost its final 3 games against Allentown, but that was very, very unlikely. However, if Elmira lost just 1 of its final 3 games against New Jersey, the Rox would be in the playoffs as the wildcard team, and that was very likely.
An outstanding pitching performance tonight by Rick Guttormson and Mike Marcusano. He did not give up a base hit until Pete Paciorek stepped to the plate to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th and delivered a single. Bases are full of Black Bears. There are 2 outs. And now the 1-2 offering from Marcusano to Schrum. In there for a called strike. That is out number 3. Marcusano strikes out Schrum with the bases full. The Black Bears settle for 1 run, 3 hits, and 3 men left aboard at the end of 7. It's Berkshire 1, the Brockton Rox nothing. Torres down in the count 0-2. I saw Mike wandering around today on the streets of North Adams, I think in search of lunch. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, a high bouncer on the left side. Loved by the shortstop Mateo. Throw to first, not in time. Torres beats it out for an infield single to start things off here in the 8th. Torres was walking along today with a cell phone. We stopped to chat, and he said, "Hey, I've got my mom on the phone." I said, "Well, say hi for me." Torres is a funny guy. He says, "Yeah, my mom said to say to you, what's up?" Which I thought was hysterical. He got a funny expression on his face and goes, "She really didn't say that." It's a good group of guys on this ball club, I tell you. Darren Blakely stepping to the plate now. Dave Eccles has walked up here. What's up, Dave? 3-2, top of the 9th, I am told, by Dave Eccles. New Jersey still leading. Guy on second, 2 outs. Holy moly. Meanwhile here, the first pitch to Blakely is hit high in the air, deep to right field. Way back goes Forbes. He will reach up and make the catch at the wall. Wow. Blakely jumps way up in the air. So he realizes that he just missed a home run that would have put the Rox on top. Instead, he heads back to the dugout after a long fly out to right.
Larry, let me interrupt if I may. This is Josh in the studio. The Brockton Rox are in the playoffs. New Jersey has held on to win 3-2.
The Rox are in the playoffs. New Jersey has won the ball game 3-2. Brockton, it is time to celebrate. Thank you, Josh Maurer, for that update. They're making the announcement here. And the Rox fans come to their feet here in Wacona Park. The Rox have at least nailed down a wild card spot. First time in their short history. First pitch to Craig Lewis. This is outside. We're going to be playing some postseason baseball. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball right side. Base hit Lewis. Bustos around second. Headed for third. Forbes up with the ball. And the Rox have runners on the corners with one out. It's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. And it is a base hit for Matos. The Rox have tied the game as Bustos scores. Lewis races to third. Arroyo is 1 for 4 in this ball game with a single and 3 strikeouts. We are in the top of the 10th inning. 1-1 ball game, 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Diving stop by Pachoric. Gets to his feet and throws it past the pitcher covering. That will allow Arroyo to streak to second base. 2-2 pitch. Bustos hits ground ball down to third base. Gloved plainly by Burnett. Long throw across the diamond. Not in time. Arroyo's coming home. Throw to the plate is not in time. Arroyo scores, and the Rox have taken a 2-1 lead. Great hustle by Abner Arroyo to score from second base on that play. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Brooks seals the deal. The Rox have won this ball game 2-1, and they are also playoff bound. Tony Stutz walking off the field saying, "Hi, Mom. Don't worry, Tony. We'll have a chance to say more because we are going to try to make our way down to the clubhouse."
What was your reaction when you heard the news down on the field that we were in the playoffs?
I think it was tremendous. You know, we sat staff and talked about hopefully we can get it clinched soon so we can set up things a little bit ahead of time, and that was great. But in the meantime, Marchesanos pitched another hell of a ball game, and and be honest, we knew there was a little bubbly around here in case we pulled it off, and it just made everything so much better. But this team is ready to win. Now we got a couple days to rest, a few people that need some rest, and I think we're going to be heard from. I really do. But it was great. It was great. We had 30, 40 fans up here from Brockton, and it was a tremendous night and a tremendous finish. And now we can take the next couple days and set up for the playoffs. And I honestly think we're going to be heard from. I've also found out tonight that Coors Light still tastes a hell of a lot better than champagne.
Ed Notto, congratulations. You really deserve it. It's been a lot of hard work this week.
Thank you. And Josh, if you're listening back there, you're another one that doesn't get heard from much. Thanks a million for everything, buddy. We're all going to have a good time in the playoffs.
Trying to catch players as they come out. Mel Rosario, you made it to the playoffs. I got a flashback a little bit. At the beginning of this season, you and I were having a conversation, and I made the comment that I really would like to broadcast a championship game. And you stopped me. And you said, no, you don't want to. You are going to broadcast a championship game. Do you remember saying that?
Yeah, I do. And the team that we had since the beginning, it was excellent. I mean, these guys are so hungry to win. I mean, and they're so proud of what they're doing. They're going every day about their business well. And definitely we achieved what we were looking for since the beginning of the season. Every one of them, every single one of them, they accomplished something good. I mean, we should be happy today for what we got, and I think we're going to take it serious into the playoffs, and I think the results are going to be very positive for us.
Mel Rosario, thank you so much. Congratulations. Tony Stutz was walking off the field as that game came to an end, and he wanted to say something to the folks back home, I think, but I got him standing beside me right now, so Tony, you can talk on yourself.
Hi, how you doing? I just want to say hi to my mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Ed. And thanks for listening. And we're going to the playoffs.
Playoff bound indeed, and the team was ready to celebrate. But the night was nearly spoiled on the bus ride back to the hotel. Everyone was having a great time, and then Mike Davis went to the front of the bus and grabbed the microphone. Now, Mike was one of the players I enjoyed joking with. We got along great. So I was stunned when the whole focus of his speech was to blast Josh Maurer, the pre- and post-game show host. Mike claimed that Josh had ripped the team on the air and that the Rox had proven him wrong by making it into the playoffs. He said that no one should speak to Josh unless he apologized. Now, I was baffled. I spent a lot of time with Josh, thought he was extremely talented, considered myself a bit of a mentor, and knew if he had said anything, it was the same thing that I had said, that after the Quebec trip, it was unlikely that the Rox could win the division flat out, that they could probably make the playoffs as a wildcard team. Well, manager Ed Noddle was not on the bus. He'd gotten another ride back, and I think he would have nipped this thing right in the bud. I looked at the coaches, Chris Miyake, John Duffy, expecting them to intervene, but neither of them looked fazed, so I spoke up in Josh's behalf. I asked Mike if he had personally heard Josh say these things. He said someone had told him. Now, in my experience, when someone says that they heard somebody say something on the radio or someone told them what someone had said on the radio, it's easy to get faulty information, things taken out of context, not heard properly, and I said that. Well, then Mike changed his story and claimed that he'd actually heard it himself. I said to him in these words, "Mike, that's bullshit." Well, my temper was getting up. Mike was being uncharacteristically hot-headed, and I could tell tempers were escalating quickly, so I decided not to spoil the party and just shut my mouth. The argument was over, but the hard feelings remained. Back at the hotel, I was still irritated, so I just decided to retire to my room. But as I went down the hall for ice, I ran into Mel Rosario, who had a temperament similar to mine, and he could tell I was still seething. So he insisted that I join him and a few other players to drink a bottle of champagne. So I did, and I'm glad I did, and I wound up a little later at a nearby bar celebrating with some of the other Rox players and teaming with Mike Torres to run the pool table for a while. So I was finally able to mellow out that night and looked forward to the possibility of finally calling a championship game. Be sure to click the subscribe button to follow my wild and wacky journey with the Brockton Rox, because more episodes are on the way. Thanks for watching.